sure what it's doing.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big things
moment,
is like you see like
I'm
there are
sure
some
it will become
streamers and
clear.
like their main popular content is like them playing the game, right? I think one of the biggest examples of this is like the Among Us meta. It's like a lot of the people that came up in the Among Us meta, like they're popular as like an aggregate of like a group of people, but like individually, you know, they're people aren't just like talk about something, for example. You see kind of what I'm saying? And I think this is kind of what happens with a lot of people. Like for my stream, I have always just, it's pretty much just been me and like, you know, you have Connell, there's Rich, there's like Zach, Cody, S-Fan, and you know, that's about it, right? I mean, like there's a few other people, but for the most part, that's about it. And that's always how it's been. Group energy is stronger than solo energy. It is stronger, but it's also less, like, I take great pride in the fact that I am a standalone streamer. You know, I can sit there and I can talk and people will watch me, not for the extension of some other person or something like that. People will watch me. I'm incredibly lucky for that. I'm incredibly fortunate. I'm very thankful for it, and I try to do it as much as I can. You know, so I think it's important that like if you and there is group content, right? And like I know that like there are times I think that I don't collab with people enough, but I am a misanthropic, massively introverted hermit that is socially maladjusted, and I like sitting in my house. It's really hard to not do that.
Then began to collaborate with a new YouTuber going by the name of Tiger, yet this would also end in another bit of drama.
Me and Quabblecop got into a fight, and after this fight, I was pretty much left with nothing.
Quabblecop found Tiger when he was still a small
Oh,
YouTuber.
Tiger's going, he's taking that bro, like, tell me Tiger didn't watch every Keemstar drama or video. Like, that is exactly what Keemstar drama. Oh my god.
And while the details aren't public,
am I
it seems
wrong?
as though Quabblecop offered guidance and growth for Tiger, channel.
Power restored. Systems operational. Access.
He has
What?
so much.
Now this was
Can't
exactly
be.
as planned in the beginning. They started playing together and pretty quickly Tiger's viewership skyrocketed from 2 million views per month to 20 million views per month.
Huge.
However, at around the same point in time, Tiger randomly stopped uploading altogether. 2 months later, Tiger would upload a video on a different channel titled Why I Left Quabblecop and Tiger, explaining that he couldn't talk about what had happened with the channel.
And I'm not gonna get too much into who was in the right or who was in the wrong, because, I can't.
But he was no longer friends with Quabblecop.
Everyone is asking the same thing. Why are you not uploading to Tiger, and what happened between you and Quabblecop? Well guys, it essentially boils down to one thing, and that is that me and Quabblecop are actually no longer friends. I feel hurt, I feel disappointed, I feel betrayed, and most of all, I feel forgotten.
What would become obvious?
I hate how like people do videos like that because it's like you say.
I think I like you, Dr. Monte.
Like, it obviously
You have
makes
balls.
sense that Quabblecop
Gumballs.
is bad, but like this guy's not saying why. So it's like you're basically like making an emotional argument that it's like, trust me, this guy's a bad person. You can see kind of what I'm saying. It's just, it's kind of shitty to have that happen.
Later was that somehow Quabblecop
Why
had
should
claimed
I
ownership
have
of
to
the
pay?
channel.
Give me
Uploaded
one
a
good
video
reason.
cloned from his
You
voice
can't,
actor
can
to
you?
an AI, which would provoke another response from Tiger, who was once again
Oh,
insulted
look,
by
it's a little
actions.
something.
I made this cartoon character, loaned my voice, and put it on the channel. Listen, Jordy, this cartoon version of you might be your best friend, but I'm not your best friend, okay? I'm not your friend.
After Tiger called him out, Quabblecop
Keep
said
your
Like,
flames
that's
away
pretty
from me!
weird, though. Like if you upload
You
content
wouldn't take candy from a baby, would you?
with like a
I would.
character
But
of
I
him,
think I have.
like, that's
fail. Who doesn't love a
like
shopping
as
spree?
you guys saw, like 30 seconds
Hello,
ago,
monkey.
I was
It feels
thinking
good
about
to
going
hold you
outside.
again.
I'm like, oh, this guy's just going out and dissing him, like sneak dissing him over and over and over, and like just trying to hope people take his side on things. But like,
I really
then
hope
hear
Francis is
people-
okay.
And it's
miss
like,
you.
actually, wait a second, maybe Tiger's not wrong. Did I address anything you did? Interpret everything?
I really have
Yeah,
done
but what
everything I
happens when
can.
those two idiots-
Honestly, I really
You see the
have.
problem? You see what the situation is here? It's like a- so
Dual
who knows
wielding
what-
laser fire death has always been a personal favorite.
the two would make up on Twitter with Jordan
My God, is this The great defeat?
Surely there are.
Stalingrad?
In their exchange by block.
No.
On Twitter.
Calm down, Edward Edwards. Not me. I was never part of that.
What's most interesting
I'm
about
a scientist, a doctor. I never meant to cause harm. But I did. Yeah. Delicious. Thank you for that.
Hostility or conflict or negativity. So like as soon as a content creator gets involved in
I never really told anyone this, but I really don't like guns. Does anyone else want or need a sniper rifle? Anybody?
Jake Paul is like a belligerent asshole, and he's upfront about it, and everybody knows that. And it's like, that's good for kids to watch, because they can relate to that. But like, this is some kind of fucking like YouTube ownership thing. And also, like, you have to keep in mind that like a lot of kids when they watch this, you know, I'm assuming like his audience is mainly younger people. Probably, if it's a Minecraft audience, it's mainly younger, Fortnite, etc. And it kind of pulls the curtain back and lets you see, you know, the wizard behind the Wizard of Oz. And you see that this isn't all just,
looks
you know,
important.
blueprint
It's best that
content.
I hold on to it.
This is a capitalistic pursuit. This is something that people are doing as a career. It's for money. And there are a lot of kids out there that are naive enough to think that that's not the case. And that naivete, or I don't know how to pronounce that word properly, but that like unknowing, that being just like completely unaware of this makes them
I will
much
hold
more
on to this.
susceptible to being
Why?
parasocial with that person
Call it
because
a
they
feeling.
don't know that there's like a premise behind it. It's like if somebody hires a hooker for you and you don't know that she got paid, well, you're gonna think that she actually likes you, right? But the moment that you find out that it was actually, you know, your buddy who, you know, he thought that it's been a while, so, you know, he wanted to do that,
Deploying module.
it changes the paradigm. I think that's kind of a similar thing that happens with YouTubers as well and content creators. And I think that there are a lot of that's happened on Twitch. It started happening during COVID, 2019.
I do not know whose side I'm on. But unless you fight for the glory of Mother Russia, I would strongly suggest that you leave my city.
Calm down, Edward. Please. Focus on what is important.
You guys see
We
what
are so close.
Do you guys see like am I like putting it all together? Okay.
One discovery made by Jordan Tiger, being that he could make an AI character.
Perhaps you'll come to help me, friend, eh? That would be good. For years I have had only one friend, eh?
Made 3 videos per day.
Say hello to vodka!
So I did. What Quibicle is referring to is
Regardless of his mental state, it's in our best
Tiger, which posts gaming
interest
videos and uses
to
an AI
assist
character
in
as
any
the
way we can.
personality of the
We don't
videos.
want any
Now,
more
there's nothing wrong
angry
with
Russians if we can
the same
avoid it.
channel, but when looking at the numbers, it's obvious that this new AI channel going by the name of Blue is seriously fragmenting Jordan's attention on the main channel. It was launched in May 2021 and
I think this dragon likes me, perhaps a bit too much.
was also the point at which his viewership declined from an average of 100 million views per month.
I
to
never
60
get
million.
bored of killing you.
Probably
One of life's simple
he
pleasures.
was doing, yet he also seemed completely oblivious to the massive decline that was happening on his main channel. His average monthly viewership was down by 40 million on Quibicle while he was celebrating 40 million views on Blue. It was the very definition of
Why do you find me so fascinating?
this decline on the main channel brought about further changes.
Would you like a lobotomy?
Uploaded
You're certainly going about it the right way.
Right? He wants to do something different. He wants to just kind of move on beyond that. And that's okay. But it's like, whenever you do that, it's the same thing with like, with like, you know, like this channel, for example. You can compare like the Zach Lark versus Dasmine. Like, my other channel is way more popular because I
More ammo
actually
is
try to be
always
entertaining.
preferable to less.
With this channel, I want you guys to fully understand. There is no, I in no part of my mind think that farming the unicorn head in Tower of Fantasy for 3 hours is entertaining. I am putting you through this. You understand? Like, I know it's fucking boring, and you're gonna deal with it, and you're gonna invite me because I need a third fight to kill me, right? That's it. But like, you have to know that content might not be as positive. That's it. I think that there's a lot of content creators that develop a parasocial relationship with their audience, and they think
Module is taking damage.
Meanwhile, they don't know who their audience is. They don't know, anything about them. The audience doesn't really know them personally. It's always a good thing. They're always that this is a good thing.
Busy right now.
The best time to do that is never.
This instrument ensures that their deaths are more permanent than usual.
And they don't think about it.
Is there any way we could use this fire against that annoying
dragon?
dragon?
Never my stream.
Double points!
I sit down.
I assure you, whatever I earn will be put towards the greater good.
Because
My
this is what I like doing.
Me.
And I need to put out some good fucking content.
That's just the boost of lethality I need.
And there's time to treat it like a career, and there's time to treat it like a hobby. And in general, this is the way that I would look at it. The time that you spend on the air, you treat it like a hobby. And the time that you spend off the air, you treat it like a career. That's my best advice.
Video titled My Most Important Video with I Quit in the thumbnail, explaining that he was no longer enjoying YouTube.
I'm having a hard time being creative. I'm having a hard time having fun in my job. I'm having a hard time sleep. I'm always worrying about YouTube, always thinking about YouTube. I'm not enjoying it as much as I was.
People don't understand that after 10 years he was just continuing the downfall.
Why don't you show yourself, Monty? We all know how important you must be.
It's hard to keep up that momentum. You did Final Fantasy just for money? No, it's not that simple. Like, so I started streaming for money. You guys know that, right? Like, a lot of people, like, they started streaming. They're like, oh, I started streaming because I liked it. Fuck that. I want to. Bro, I got a 50 grand bill. So it's gonna be 50 grand to get my teeth fixed. I thought to myself, like, man, I'm only making 2 grand a month on YouTube. I can't fucking afford it. I gotta stream. Yeah, of fucking course. Like, I'm not gonna treat people like kids. Yeah, that's exactly why I started streaming. Now, I don't need to worry about it. I can sit on this fucking channel for 6 hours a day, make $0 fucking dollars, doing whatever the fuck I want. I can do this for the rest of my life and I'll be totally fucking fine. I'm not going to. I'll be back to the main channel. We have YouTube uploads, etc. But you know what? I grinded to get there. I did. It took a long time. And, it's just, it is what it is. Like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking do this run around bullshit. Like, that's what it is, man. Yeah, whenever my stream isn't doing well, I sit down and I think,
Double points!
and you know what I do sometimes?
The doctor cannot be bribed unless you have a lot of money.
I don't even try to change them at all. I just
To bring me out in a
that's great. Now it's
The boards won't last long.
great idea.
Few things do.
Hot tub, wait, what? Yeah, absolutely. And we're gonna go back.
I've been scratched before, believe me.
People set up something else. The first person that did that, Rick and I did that on a video 2017. We did that 5 years ago. But I did it 2 years ago and everybody loved it. Yeah, it's just that's what it is. I saw people rating Tinder profiles. Rating Tinder profiles. I'm gonna steal that idea. That's my idea now. I'm gonna come back and get people to submit their Tinder profiles. I'm gonna totally fucking do that. It's a great idea. It's gonna be great YouTube content. I saw Jimmy here has been doing his You Laugh You Lose challenges on YouTube. They're tremendously fucking successful. Guess what? I'm gonna steal that idea. I'm gonna do it myself. And you know what? I fucking love Jimmy, and he's totally okay with me doing that because he stole the idea from somebody else too. We all stand on the shoulders of giants. And it's always a good thing for things to build on each other because I think it's collaborative and it's a positive for you guys.
I hope the scales on this shield did not come from the dragon.
After 10 years
That
of
could
making
make him
daily
upset.
videos, I quit. I quit making daily videos.
Robocop would finish the video by stating that starting from today, he planned on making top quality content that the audience wanted to see.
Starting today, from now on, you can expect my next video to be top notch, to be really flipping good. To be
I think that's always a mistake, because then if people don't like the video, and that's really the truth, right? People sometimes aren't going to like the video. Like, for example, like, is that Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, right? Like, there are some people who just might not like it. Or, like, let's say there are people that are so young, they don't know that Ice Cube was a rapper. They don't know what NWA means. They don't know why people, you know, like, these older guys that like rap talk about what's Compton, like, what do you mean Compton? Like, what is this? And yeah, they have no fucking idea, man. Say it? I don't know what NWA stands for either. I've got no idea, right? But like, what I'm saying is,
Your hands are positive.
audience, they might not resonate with that.
what you want to see.
Yet the first 3 videos posted in the days that followed were him bragging about his $10,000 dog, and him bragging about his custom orange G-Wagon, and him bragging about his $7.5 million penthouse apartment.
Welcome to my $7.5 million penthouse tour. Let's see if this video can hit 100,000 likes.
And it's just like, post this dude. Not only have you stated in the past that you're a parent of money,
I don't care about making extra buckets. I don't care about really genuinely do not need money.
but do you?
I don't know why, and the content creators that say that, they say that to establish a parasocial relationship with the audience.
Please to kill you.
Here's what I'll say. I don't do a lot of things for the money. How do you know that? Because this stream right now is fucking honest. And yeah, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube and I'm gonna make money off of it. But whenever I turn off my channel, I'm gonna go back to playing video games that I will make $0 in. But you know what? I'm not gonna get in my own way if I want to make some money. That's not a bad thing too. It's not a sin to want to make money. Just stop fooling naive 12-year-olds into thinking that you're their friend by saying that you don't do YouTube for money. Please, just fucking stop this. Or Twitch for money. It's so cringe. Everybody cares about money. Give us money to work.
Network transmitter activated. Common tunnels now
To you? Do you think new viewers on the channel want to open up the
I think it's totally fucking fine. Like, the thing is, if Jake Paul did a video of his $7.5 million penthouse, people would be in the comments, L plus ratio, plus you fell off, plus KSI's house is bigger, plus, you know, like, you're not as popular as your brother. Like, they're gonna, it depends on the audience. So if you develop an audience that thinks that they're
That had to be
I think Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
Target leaving area.
I do. I think that they're genuinely fucking funny.
say one video saying like followed by 3 videos talking?
The thing is, like, the reason why I like Jake Paul especially is that Jake Paul made wrestling. Jake Paul became a real life wrestling character, and he's not a wrestler. But everything in his life and everything he does is content. He's like a cartoon character. I fucking love it. Logan, Jake Paul. Yeah, it's like, the thing is, that's the best. That's Logan. Jake Paul is Jake Paul is boxing, right? Just Logan is wrestling. No, I understand that. But Jake Paul is boxing. I just said wrestling. I know.
This is not my
said
real
that on
report.
purpose. Because wrestlers over-exaggerate everything, and they're like.
I hope this helps me ensure I never set foot
Is
on
this
Russian
what I'm saying?
soil.
Like that's my whole point. Making
I'm glad to see
and
my
so anyway,
optimistic
the guy
attitude
does
wasn't
all
thrown back
kinds
in
of
the big
crazy
face.
shit. He gets in a boxing match, and then he fucking wins. And everybody's like losing their mind. Or like this asshole that everybody
To my
fucking
head.
hates
Either
is
raise
he won the match. And then he wins another match. And it's like, oh, well, it's rigged. It's because he's fighting people that aren't trained. Who's fought a basketball player. And that's all it's true.
Machines do not
But
feel
he
pain.
still won the match.
Kinda
And it's
sucks the joy
compelling
out of
and it's
killing them.
interesting. It's just, people take things too seriously. Like, whenever you take a step back and you just consume it as just pure content.
It's pretty good. Without even convince you are. You think it's just a coincidence that David Dobrik got cancelled in the same month that he posted his brand new multi-million-dollar house to YouTube?
Again,
Despite being the easier life than others, they were the three videos felt like 2008 study by
Hello, my friend. I need new power core for weapon systems. Mine is very broken. Oh, one last thing. Do you have any vodka? They appear to be running very low.
it was from Cicero.
Should we warn him of what will happen? No,
This
I
shit
don't
was
think so.
like
That would be a
3,000
terrible
years
idea.
4,000 years ago. And they still do it. It's still true. Cicero wasn't a problem.
Stuck in my throat!
Like, to be honest, my history on that is not very good, so I'm an idiot. You got me. I'm an idiot. I thought he was. Anyway, point is that this is always people always puff their chest out whenever they feel like they feel insecure.
So this increased attraction to products stems from a specific inclination to re-establish power, which might explain Cobblecop's motive to upload his off-brand videos. Maybe deep down he felt as though he was under influence, which was certainly plausible because at the time of the videos, his monthly viewership had declined by over 85%.
This weapon continues my grand legacy!
Like, for example, like, I remember Athene. Like, Athene did, like, this whole, like, science thing, and it was all crazy, and people thought Athene was losing his mind. But then Athene started making videos like he used to make again. Remember whenever he had, like, that really short series? It was in, like, 2018 or so. It was really funny. Do you guys remember that? And, like, everybody watched those new videos. Like, they were massively popular because they were funny. So I think that most cases, the reason why people lose viewers is because the content starts to suck dick. That's the reason. There's no other reason besides that. There's nothing else. The content just sucks dick. Content is king. There's a reason why a lot of people take breaks and they come back and their channel is dead. How many times does that happen? I take breaks, I come back, my channel's not dead. You know why? It's because I come back whenever I've got content and I'm there to fucking deliver it. And sometimes it doesn't go well. Sometimes I have content ideas, sometimes my stream doesn't go well, because you know why? It's because the content sometimes sucks. That's why.
His house tour might have been evidence that Cobblecop had fallen into the classic trap of becoming distracted from the channel by the items he was able to purchase as a result of the channel in the first place.
You
This theory
are
could
an
be supported by
unsightly
the fact
blemish
after
that
uploading
must
his
be
house tour
surgically
and
removed.
announcing that he no longer planned on uploading daily, the video slowed dramatically. He went from 1 video per day to only 2 videos in both March and April of 2022,
That's nothing, bro.
doing further damage to the channel's view count. Now we can't neglect the fact that his
You don't have to upload regularly. All you have to do is upload a banger video. It doesn't matter if you upload daily or not. It makes no difference. Like, look at Pint, look at somebody like that. If he brings out a new video, everybody watches the new video. Like, Channel 5, Internet Historian. This dude brings out, it's like every 5 months a new video comes out, and he is just as relevant as he ever has been. Yeah, you don't need to upload shit every single time. Just
Blue
make
channel has
make
actually
the
gained a bit
videos
of traction
good.
over the
Good
last
content.
couple of months, gaining between 10 and 25 million views per month. However, when combining the views of both Blue and Cobblecop together, even on the best months he doesn't crack 40 million views, which is still less than half of what he was able to achieve while simply focusing on one channel. In a recent
Well, I think also, like, again, you know,
which is still less than
contextualizing this is January 2021. This is still in the middle of COVID. A bunch of kids are home from school. Every Minecrafter was blowing up during this time. And like, I feel like almost every Minecrafter is not as popular as they were in January 2020. Every single one. So it's like some of this stuff is like really not his fault. Like, you know, on streaming main Twitch account. I'll say this again before I take a piss. The reason why is I'm getting a lot of dental work done. I am one appointment away from getting pretty much all of my actual fucked up teeth fixed. And then once that's done, I'll be able to go back on mainstream and do the usual stuff, right? I can't talk like this all day, basically. Like, it hurts my mouth to do, even a little bit, but I do it for, you know, YouTube content, for my editors, for you guys, and also because I like doing it, to be honest. That's probably the biggest reason, but I can't do it all day. And so, yeah, I'll I'm not, like, burn out. I don't hate my stream. Like, no, I have to get some real life shit actually done. But, you know, it's like, I'm not, like, it's nobody's fault that I'm not doing my stream right now other than mine. But it's like, not like, oh, chat was mean, or like I was unhappy with something, or anything like that, man.
Half of what he was able to achieve while simply focusing on one channel. In a recent video titled My $100 Million GTA 5 Business in Real Life, which sports a similar kind of vibe to the apartment tour, Quabblecop talks about how to buy business in focusing on one channel. In a recent video titled My $100 Million GTA 5 Business in Real Life, which sports a similar kind of vibe to the apartment tour, Quabblecop talks about how he originally NFT business is working on a video game, potentially fracturing his focus from YouTube even further.
See, like, the thing is, I thought that would be cool, right? I mean, like, yeah, NFT stuff, nobody's about NFTs.
As mentioned earlier, Quabblecop is extremely switched on in terms of how to build and run a successful YouTube channel, although as a whole there are two obvious problems to solve. The first problem, which thankfully is relatively easy to fix, is one relating to ego. Geordie, I know how much we as males love to brag. It's written in our DNA, ego. Geordie,
that's a kind of nice car. I mean, it is. That's a nice car. I just, like, I would just get so...
That car was a little too close!
Somebody would dent the car, or somebody would dent the car, like, on accident. Like, not even like
I've
some
forgotten you
fucking
already.
resentful asshole, but just it would just get messed up. Tires gone.
proclaiming your high status by posting videos on YouTube, ironically does the opposite of what you want.
Go to school, get a job, go to work, get married, have some kids, pay your taxes, pay your bills, watch TV, listen to the news, obey the law, repeat after me on 3. Well, I think that seems pretty okay, right? I mean, you go to school, you get a job, you go to work, you get married, you have your kids, you can pay your taxes, you can pay your bills, you can enjoy what you like to do, you watch the news, and you don't break the law. I think that seems pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. I don't think so at all, man. Cringe ass poster. And the thing is, most of the people that are posting that stuff are living at their mom's house without a job. And no, you're not some cool, crazy counterculture person who's
Told you before!
You're a
Keep
neat,
your
and you
fetid
might
flesh
get the
away
part-time
from my
job at
body!
Hobby Lobby if you don't try to tell them that you can't go to work on the days. That's it. I wonder where I got that example from.
Wanted to. The second problem is a little harder to see, requires even more sacrifice or time. I could be wrong altogether. Businesses that do focus is clearly fragmented, or maybe you have too many things to focus on.
I think the people that like don't focus on the numbers at all and they just focus on making content, it doesn't really matter if they get a really expensive house or anything. Like Mark Rober, I don't think anybody cares. Nobody's watching Mark Rober's content because of the size of house he has. You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody gives a fuck about this. So it's just about the kind of
sure what
content
it's
you make
doing.
and how you present yourself.
For the moment, I'm sure it'll become clear. I expect high standards of workmanship. I am prepared for disappointment.
I think that's what it mainly comes to. Like, that's what mainly comes. It's also probably, in general, I think whenever this happens is whenever a person does something that is contrary to
Signals it's alright.
like, I've told
It's
people,
flames.
right? If, like,
Well,
if I have
I suppose they signal me being on fire!
like, I would absolutely, like, am I completely fucking fine living in my mom's house. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's just a yeah. But it's a completely different thing if you present.
Have you learned nothing? You'll never submit!
You know what I mean? Money? Yeah, I mean,
Step in front of me.
it's just that nobody
This will
really
take
gets
care of
it,
the rest.
Unless it's correlating to like content or some sort of a thing. I don't think you shouldn't be able to talk about that stuff. But again, content is king. Content. No content, bad. Content, good. Bad content, bad. Good content, good. Everything else is good.
Can you perhaps bang a little more quietly this time? It's more than a little slap to rattle this doctor.
Your team or your
Yeah.
I will enact a plan of vengeance. What I've been thinking about for very long days.
actually do. If this is the case, it's just another piece of bragging. It's not
Thank you, but I think I was doing just fine on my own.
when you appeared on the Watch Time podcast with music.
Well, it's also about like what is the value add for the consumer? Like how are we making, how am I making your experience better? And if something doesn't make their experience better, then
that you said is that you appreciate when the YouTube fans call you out on things. So while I was probably a little bit harsh in this video, hopefully it can provide some genuine top-level feedback about where you can improve going into the future.
as somebody who's not like a massive expert on this guy's content, I can't really say that I fully understand every single reason why like his stream isn't doing well. But I think that there are structural reasons that exist beyond his control that have caused his stream or his content to decline. Right. And like a lot of it, I think that you could clearly say that, like, yeah, especially if you want to give off that parasocial, I'm really your friend kind of vibe. Sure. Yeah, you could easily say that. However, I think also COVID plays a huge factor. Age plays a huge factor. Like whenever you look younger, you're going to have people that are younger that you can relate to. Like you're not going to see a lot of like gray bearded men that like craft beer making Minecraft videos, because the audience of that is mainly kids, and kids aren't going to watch somebody who's 40 years old. They want to watch somebody who maybe is like, you know, like 19,
Spectacle, blood on fire, or death! We're repeating over and over!
On the other end, if you're getting like investment advice, you're a guy. Like let's say looking for the guy that's, you know, a bit larger.
That is how I am. I cannot participate in such a bizarre courtship ritual.
And in all of his videos, he says like maybe
Enjoy your filthy fingers prodding me so.
him building a tent out of wood. Right? You don't want to watch the 22-year-old do that because he doesn't fucking know anything. So that's the content. So you have to know your audience. And if you get older, it's hard to relate to kids. It's what makes sense. Like, I don't think I can show you guys right now. Almost nobody that watches me is a kid. It's all like, it's like 18 to 34. It's like, I think it's like 18 to 40, 18 to 35, something around there. It's like 18, let's say 18 to 40 is like 90% of my audience. It's like 90 to 95% of my audience. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Most of those people are in that range. Like, there's almost no kids that watch me, and there's not girls that watch me. Right? That's a fact. And so it's like, whenever I go back, man, y'all remember back whenever
I took a double disappointment.
like, this kid wasn't even born on, like, this kid was born September 11th. Do you think he's gonna fucking remember what happened in Pokemon in 1998? He wasn't even alive. He wasn't even fucking alive. I think this is a good video.
This is no better from your kind.
Oh, money.
This is mine
I
or
don't
mine
know.
alone.
It depends on the way you do it. If you're tactical,
Double
or
points.
what, right?
I knew that would happen, but even so, the noise gave me quite a shock.
I think a lot of content
I have been watching.
is that they stop being.
I have seen each and every one of your misdeeds.
That's if they stop being.
I know.
I
Sounds ominous, doesn't it? Good, because it fucking is.
I leaked my YouTube revenue once. Yeah, I leaked my YouTube revenue once. Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, it's not a secret. Yeah, who gives a fuck?
I am feeling quite smug, knowing that I am the lead pioneer.
Yeah, exactly. Billionaire Rico life depends on how many times I gamble. Okay.
They will rule the day they cross paths. Doctor,
My life is
I would say thank you, but I know I really deserved it anyway.
that I want to do. That's what I care about the most. Money is sometimes an end. Yes! Absolutely. That's not really what it's
Do you not realize that I'm trying to accomplish far more important things? I can say double points.
exactly. And
Seems to show concern for my well-being.
like, and this is a scientifically proven fact.
You wouldn't take candy from a baby, would you? I would.
Yeah, person, like
I think I have.
and like more money makes your life better.
We'll never find peace. Double points.
None of us will.
So if you're making $20,000 a year and you
The entirety of the universe is fractured and broken.
your life is
Something that you crowds hold more than at least some degree of responsibility for. Guess what? You're gonna fix it. Look, just do what you wish. Listen out for radios and things. I'll help wherever I can.
I think people just don't want to think about money. That's it. They just want the content. I think it's all you should do. Audience control. That's the way it goes. Put out money's resident sleeper. Yeah, it's good as fuck. Anyway,
I have heard his
it's a good
voice.
video. I think Sonny.
wonder if the others
Sonny is one of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm gonna be completely honest. He's one of my favorite YouTube channels. He has more subs than me on YouTube.
Why don't you show yourself, Monty? We all know how important you must be. Your persistence is really quite an honor.
The Island Boys? What about the Island Boys? Oh, come on. What about the Island Boys? I love the Island Boys. What are y'all trying to talk shit on the Island Boys for? Now, I said this before, and I know this is going to upset people. I genuinely thought that they were funny. I thought that some of the stuff that they said, it was like this like weird type of like, it was like a horseshoe thing where like you could be so basic and say is smart. Yeah, I did. I actually thought they were funny.
Young Boy's been a second
Hey, Nikolai! Maybe we can fix the place up a bit.
Google Trend Graph tells a similar story. People have slowly been losing interest in these two rappers who have made respectable physical sacrifices for their career in entertainment.
I mean, like, to be fair, they had already made that sacrifice before they had a career. To be fair, like, this would have happened no matter what. It's not like, oh man, they did this. Like, nah, they did this, like, this happened already.
Away from my body!
However, while we're not here to hate on the Island Boys, we will make the argument that they were destined to fail from the very beginning. The first reason is because they never had a decent skill set or code.
Why must this be so heavy? I'm starting to develop back problems.
From his time in Island Boy rap, it wasn't because people were impressed.
I mean, it's like, it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to lay it out. To just bop right there on the table, on the floor. That's what it is. It is what it is, you know? Looks like Sideshow Bob. Oh my God, I forgot all about Sideshow Bob. It's been such a long time.
In fact, it was the complete opposite. The video went viral because of how terrible it was. The Island Boys were instantly judged as two talented bozos who had covered themselves in tattoos, and as a result, people began to fall into their stupidity.
At least in terms of ammunition, I am.
I love these guys for funny.
So loud.
Straight up.
I may have perforated an eardrum.
It's not like, I'm not gonna
Someone say
I'm not like,
something.
oh, wait a second. The Island Boys said which shot for the Island Boys things I can do, you know? Like, that's not what I would.
If only it
I just think
lasts
it's
lasted
that's
just
all
longer.
Like, yeah, that's funny, all right. You have a funny laugh, I'm sure. Like, I don't know. Like I guess
So
it's so
loud.
one thing I like about
I may have
Island Boys, and,
perforated
like,
an
I know this
eardrum.
video seems like
What's
probably
that?
gonna be pretty,
Did
it's gonna be
someone say
negative about it,
something?
is I saw this thumbnail like it's not so
Well now, this is going to make quite a lot of mess.
the fact that like they are unabashedly themselves. That's what I like. More than anything, I like the fact that they are authentic. You know, it's like this is a person who's
I would say that was an act of kindness.
It's an absolute fucking sideshow. You know what I mean? Like, and like that is, it's in a weird way they stole the look. I mean, they might have stole the look, but like I don't think, like for example, I don't think that whenever I don't think they put their little things down and they put on a shirt and then start using
Perpetual
proper
cycle of torture.
like I don't think it's on cameras off. Like you're not gonna find like a hidden
I welcome
Island
any
Boy
cash
clip where he's
incentive
talking
for what I would do
about you know Carl Jung. Yeah, no, this is a lifestyle.
Got your thumbs bang on this quietly this time.
There it is.
They're entertaining.
Yeah,
I
you
love to
fucking
see
know.
the stupid shit that they say.
Some of the funniest TikTok whilst being
It's like, I don't know how this shit fucking happened, right? But like
That
straight
really
up
is
Jake
quite
Paul now.
fortuitous.
Like you got, it's like Jake Paul. How much crazy dumbass shit did Jake Paul do over the years? How much crazy dumbass shit has he done over the years? And even he's calling it out. Oh my God! It's like what? Like actually, and the thing is, like Jake Paul is a great example of this. It's like Jake Paul, straight up. Jake Paul went out and he knocked bitches out. Yeah, they weren't boxers, and that's true. Oh, you're gonna box a basketball player? Oh, all right. Yeah, that's fine. But like Jake Paul, he literally got right into the arena. He got ready to get his ass beat, right? And that's what it was. He got punched in the face for this shit. And like that's what it was. So Jake Paul, he's an all right fighter. I mean, I don't know if he's an all right fighter or not. But what I am saying is
Time for the undead to get
like there's actually something that's entertaining about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jake's an actual good fighter. Yeah, that's the best part about it. And that's the difference between somebody like Jake Paul and like even Logan Paul moves that shit around. But by the way, like Logan Paul,
I am dead. It's gone now. Stop is a scanning. Any data we could provide would be useless anyway.
but he likes Burning Crusade, so I think it's kind of a wash. Yeah, it's kind of a wash. Like I don't know. He could be a good guy. You know what can I say?
mocked brutally.
Yeah.
Whilst being used as a
Well, I suppose not every Group 935 invention turns out brilliantly.
Let's be real. How long before the dust bunnies come over here get a record deal with
Almost
sponsors and
always
tours?
preferable
Oh, you
to
don't think
less.
so? Remember,
The Dust Bunny twins. The Dust Bunny twins. Oh my God. Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
angry at your
What is
walks.
this?
Your tendency to disappear is at the core of your very nature.
I think could train really hard and beat Jake Paul. Jake Paul's like what, 6'2"? I would assume he's about like 6'2". Yeah. Canoe? Being a bodybuilder doesn't mean you're a boxer. Like that actually, I don't know about. Like, I mean, it depends. Like, who else is like really out? Like, I mean, maybe Canute or S-Fan, somebody like that. Like Hassan, yeah, maybe Hassan, but like they'd have to like really train a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's like you've got to be a pretty big guy. Like, I mean, for me, like,
The market fluctuates so often these
like,
days.
because it's just like it's my body type. I don't know how much you can overcome that.
This bow.
Now, the difference between the Island Boys and someone like 6ix9ine is that, while 6ix9ine also got famous in part by his own total ridiculous appearance, he actually has a decent portfolio to fall back on. People hate on 6ix9ine, but he then becomes well known, people check out his music, and then some young fans after realize that his songs are actually pretty decent. Therefore,
I mean, there's been a lot of people who like they come off originally as a joke, and then soon enough nobody's laughing anymore. No, you're right. It's like 6ix9ine. I never listened to 6ix9ine. It's not like decent. No, it's not like the thing is decent. I've never listened to him because, like, for example, I actually think, for example, The Weeknd. A lot of people hate new music. I think The Weeknd is an actual S tier.
All I need.
Every song that he puts out is S tier. Like, it is actually just fucking insane. Like, he is insanely fucking good. And like, there's a few other people, like, I'm trying to think, like, what else is there? Who thinks he isn't? I think that people just, what I'm saying is, like, people reflexively dislike new things. And, like, I don't want to say that because I listen to a lot of Kelly. He's all right. I mean, I got a few of his songs on my playlist, but not a whole lot, right? And people like to be called contrarians. Bruno Mars, Frank Ocean. Number one, Frank Ocean is an OG at this point. Like, Frank Ocean is, in my opinion, he's a legend. Like, Frank Ocean is a legend. Like, I listen, I remember, what was his fucking album? It was a whole kind of shit like that. I forgot what it was. Channel Orange? Yeah. I listened to that album.
It's not always about the money, you know.
On the
For now,
contrary,
it is,
Island
but not
Boys,
always.
people hate on them, then check out their music, only to realize that similar to their TikTok content, it's not what it is.
People don't find these guys entertaining. They're not entertained by them. Other than, oh, hey, these guys look like this. Oh, that Mountain Boy feels funny. What's happened since? Nothing. At all.
Why do you find me so fascinating?
Milking it dry. Did you really think you were going to go
Physical contact, you see? Then physical contact you shall
They're
receive.
unable to convert their ads into fans over time. Therefore, they
That's the thing, is like a lot of times people, like, they start off and nobody likes it. It's like you have somebody, I'm trying to think of, like, who's a good example that, like, started off hated and then people started to like him a little bit more. Jake Paul and Logan Paul, I think, are kind of examples of that. Now, I would say most people still fucking hate them, but it went from being like, it went from being 90% of people hate them to like 70% of people hate them. Let's see, Justin Bieber. I think that's a good example.
I would say
Justin
thank you,
Bieber.
but I know
That's a
I
good
really,
example.
really deserved it anyway.
Exactly. I don't think that Kanye West is that. I think Kanye West, like, right out the gate, like, people took him seriously. Like, yeah, people took him seriously pretty much immediately.
Sometimes the horde gets a little too close for my liking.
This is like, I used to think of, like, actors that were, like, typecasted into being, like, big dumb guy, and that turns out they're great actors, right? Like, Channing Tatum, right? He's like, oh, he's in, like, all these, like, you know, fucking romance movies. It's like some corny ass bullshit. Then 21 Jump Street comes out, and you realize this guy's a fucking amazing actor, and I always want to see the movies he's in. Yeah, absolutely. Robert Pattinson. Yeah, but, like, that was just one movie. I'm trying to think about some more. Alinity, to be honest. Yeah, people might think that about Alinity. Ted Bundy. Ooh, that's so, like, that's whenever. Yeah, that's the opposite. Exactly.
You either become even more hated or completely irrelevant. The Island Boys discussed this on the Impulsive podcast with Rodney Paul, stating that the haters were actually fans because they were following everything that the Island Boys were doing.
They're really fans because really, think about a hater. A hater's watching you sometimes more than a fucking loves you. Yeah, and if they're hating on
That's always been
for so
true.
much
There's
more.
people that don't like you.
Interesting.
The thing is, and that's what I think I'm kind of have to example. Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck. Like, that's what it was. Yeah, it is true to an extent. Right? It definitely is true. You know? Come on, man. He didn't make that. Like, make fun of his tattoos or his hair, man. He, like, that's the dumb shit on. Like, his nose. He didn't. That's the one thing he didn't choose. Make fun of the tattoos. God damn. Like, what do you do?
because they really love me. Because I see the hater check up on me more than they love.
There seemed to be a variation of the "it's better to be known than to be liked" argument. However,
Which is not true. That's not true at all. Like, anybody that thinks that is just totally because they're not. It's always better to be known. It's better to be known than like. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, it's like the same thing. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, your hands are positively filthy.
Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
There are so many examples of where this doesn't really apply. There are countless YouTubers who have been
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yep. There he is. He is. Oh my god. Like, there he is. Yeah, I was trying to think, like, what's an example of something like that? And there he is. That's Mr. Cupcake.
But there's predators.
You know, this dude sent these girls pictures of his shit before he sent them pictures of like isn't that fucking like listen.
Target leaving area.
What are you doing? No, I literally watched the video on this. Man. Like, well, look into it. As I said, guys, like I am an expert in this kind of stuff. It's a power move. Yeah.
Lad, who are both very well known and receive almost no views as a result of this.
Yeah, Minilad
So
used to
much
be
that the audience goes out of their way to content. Therefore, the argument is probably better expressed as you need to have
a lot of it. Him getting exposed is Keemstar. Like, I remember dude Keemstar back in 2000 and like or something like that. He pulled out a lot of people like that. It was like a good maybe like 5 or 6.
an entertainment form that people remember as being impressive, whilst maintaining somewhat of a likable reputation, which the Island Boys never have. People don't think about them in the context of music. They think about them in the context of
Do you think that that's part of what people kind of hold against you as a grudge, is that like your image is crazy and you're sort of famous, but maybe the music isn't necessarily the reason why you guys are so known?
Right. One of the Island Boys' strong statements, the other reason I have haters with jealousy.
Just hating on me or whatever. And then it's just a form of jealousy or that because I'm not really doing nothing.
Which is just another naive argument often made by narcissistic celebrities who lack self-awareness. Why are you so confident that people want to be in your position? Do you ever consider that maybe there's another reason as to why people hate you besides jealousy? Everyone is jealous.
I think that if people don't, like, if people hate you, like, there's some, I think there is some truth to that,
before you got so
because,
close.
like, if you go out of your way to, like, hate somebody that's, like, not doing anything bad, like, the Island Boys, like, for example, like, it's like you could hate on somebody like, let's say, Logan Paul, right? Because, like, oh, Logan Paul's doing some NFT scam, he did, like, some bad shit, right? The Island Boys, as far as I know, I mean, like, what? Like, what are they doing? Like, they're not hurting anybody, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're not hurt, like, nobody's getting hurt out of this. Like, nobody, it's like they're just being clowns. That's it, yeah, they're just being fucking clowns. And so, like, I think, like, if you're gonna invest your time, like, I think that there's a lot of people out there that they do, it's not that they're jealous, but they feel like they don't deserve it. And so they want to, like, take them down a peg because they feel like they don't deserve the success that they have.
Camouflage.
I don't think it's necessarily jealousy, it's a little bit more. Look them up, they do hurt people.
I am surrounded by fools!
Displays a lack of critical thinking, personal honesty, and self-awareness, which was highlighted once again when Logan Paul would ask them about why they thought they blew up in the first place.
Why do you think you guys went viral in the first place?
I love the fact Logan Paul had to ask them that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wonder what they're gonna say.
I worked my ass off. It's not even just the island.
It's too uncomfortable for both of us.
So many obstacles and which is bound to happen.
Now, it'd be a cheap shot to say that there was no hope. I'm sure the Island Boys had to have put some degree of effort into their career before posting that mega viral video. However, as mentioned previously,
yeah, I mean, they probably spent fucking months in the tattoo shop. That's definitely true. Absolutely. Yeah, they 100% did. And it's like, yeah, there's some that are really investment, but like, I think that again, it's like the horseshoe thing. It's like, if you are so delusional that you think that's why it made you popular, I like it. Because at least you might not be making great music, but at least you're entertaining. And I can watch this shit and be entertained by it because it's just so funny.
They didn't blow up because they had been in the studio relentlessly for 10 years straight. They blew up because they were still trying.
Do you have that yeah, we do. We're the only ones that are talented in singing.
And this is one of the strangest parts about their whole
and like that kind of stuff, I love that. I love that. I think that's so funny. Like, these are the kinds of things sounded. That's the best part about it. Like, that's so funny to me. Like, the humor's like, the audacity. It's like, Logan, look at Logan's face.
We're the only ones that are talented.
And this is one of the strangest parts about their whole career. They've deluded themselves
he's
into
looking
thinking
up.
And this is one of the strangest parts.
It's just like, and my Mike's just like, yeah. Absolutely. Try not. They don't even want to look at it. They're like, man, oh god.
Parts about their whole career. They've deluded themselves into thinking that they have musical talent as a result of becoming famous.
So basically, when I was locked up, I was probably one of the only people in the dorm that knew how to rap, that knew how to freestyle, but didn't care. I think me as a rapper, my music is underestimated though. Yeah, for sure. I'm a good artist. I can sing.
What is next? So like, I would love, you know what I think the best, like in my mind, you know what I would love to fucking see? Is I would love to see them come out with a song that's unironically fire. Like, and it's like, nobody can deny it, and it's actually just like, insanely fucking good. Like, that would be, in my opinion, that is the best universe to live in. That is the good ending. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually just like this ridiculously good fucking song. And then you wake up. Yeah, exactly. And then you wake up.
We care about music way more important than a lot of things. We're trying to take over as an artist, singing, rapping, because I can sing, I can rap.
And this when Logan Paul would ask him a simple question.
What's the 5-year plan?
To be always top Billboard music. Maybe acting if they let me with tattoos acting or something like that.
However, their confused response of always being top of the Billboard in music was certainly.
I mean, that's good. That's a good general idea, right? I mean, because you gotta, the acting might as well. Yeah, acting? No, exactly. Like, yeah, that's perfect. So delusional? No, again, like, it's like, so basically, this person right here is Kanye West. If Kanye West was not a musical genius. You understand that, right? Like, it's like, imagine if, like, that's the thing. It's like, this is the, and like, so think about how much, like, I love Kanye. I talk about this all the time. How much I love it. But like, the fact is that, like, if Kanye West was fucking out, and you can watch that interview from like 2003 and shit, before he had his first big album drop, musical genius? Undoubtedly, Kanye's musical genius. Undoubtedly, and anybody who disagrees with that is, I think, a fool. Like, and yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he really is. He's a legend. He's amazing. I love him. And so what I'm saying is that you know, these guys are like you can hear Kanye say that, but people like hearing Kanye says that because and it's like fun, you know, like it's awesome.
Like security codes are required for further interaction.
Believe it or not, Sophia was Max's secretary.
You just see them as
how she became a machine.
It's just unfortunate.
Important thing is that she appears to control
I think
much
that
of
they should, like, the best case scenario for the Island Boys, in my opinion, is cut it with the rap shit. Cut it with the rap shit. Like, only do the rap shit as like part of the like, have an MTV show where they record your life. Like, because people would watch their everyday life, but nobody's gonna want to see the movie. Like, that's, yeah, rebrand. Like, that's the kind of stuff, like, people want to see the crazy everyday life of these people. Like, how does a person like this live? You know, it's a reality TV show. Yeah, they should start streaming.
Be enjoying it.
For example, when they post the official version of their own Island Boys song to YouTube, it's basically impossible to find a single positive comment, despite the video's 13 million plus views. Thank you, Island Boys. It's paralyzed in the Luckily, when I played this song, Heroes and linked the sound to mute. Wow, you guys definitely have a hidden talent.
Maybe that's why the girl, maybe that's what they had to do to save the girl in the last video, is they had to play this song. They played this song and she's like, what's that? You know, like, that's what it is. It's like, you know, how, who was it? Jesus resurrects, was it Lazarus? You know, he's like, come back from the dead. Get the jukebox, play Island Boys.
and that should stay hidden. Have this as my alarm clock every morning, been waking up 30 minutes earlier just to turn it off. Thank you, Island Boys. In addition to this negativity towards the they also received a similar response during their public appearances. For example, they both attended Jake Paul vs. Tyrone Woodley fight, where the entire crowd were trying to get kicked out, stating that they had apparently thrown a shoe at someone, which they never did.
So the Island Boys just showed up. The whole place is booing them. The Island Boys are getting kicked out.
Additionally, in November 2021, they
Oh my god, dude. This guy keeps like if there's ever anything raunchy on the internet, if there's ever a raunchy real life event that happens from people on the internet, Keemstar is there. Like, he's fucking there. And like, Keemstar is another example where like there are people that like Keemstar because he's a cockroach that refuses to die. Like, it doesn't matter like how many nuclear holocausts, it doesn't matter how many Alexes, it doesn't matter how many RS Florian Golds. It's the will to survive, the will to overcome against all odds, and to be 40 years old, still reporting on 13-year-olds on TikTok, and he's not sorry. You know, he's not sorry, and it is what it is. And that's why people like him, right? That's what it is. That's why he still has fans. That sounded weird, but it's true.
hope to see
Never ever taste I mean it!
They were completely unwilling to take advice from more knowledgeable role models in their field. Going back to the Impulsive podcast, the Island Boys seemed pretty proud that they had paved their own path after Mike would ask them about which rappers they were inspired by.
What was your inspiration? Like obviously you guys listen to rap music coming up.
I try not to listen to nobody because I feel like it betters my mindset.
Is that why you?
Yeah, it's like unfollow him if he's still unfollowed me. Because he followed me for a while and he unfollowed me. He actually unfollowed me. I can't believe that, man. Yeah, I can't believe that. Like, what did you do? I mean, like, I've had a little bit of drama with Keemstar back and forth. Nothing crazy, right? Just a little bit of trolling. Nothing too much. Yeah, I fell off, man. That's what it was. I can't believe that. Audacity. So this guy says he doesn't listen to nobody. Oh my god. Like, that, I think it's like it would sound.
Just listen to rap music coming up.
I try not to listen to nobody because I feel like it betters my mindset.
Is that why you guys have such a unique sound?
Yeah. We don't listen to rappers. Nowadays, I used to listen to a lot of rappers.
Do you think you should start listening to them again?
No, because you're gonna try to steal their flow. They already made it. I'm not trying to you know what I'm saying? Make it more be yourself. I'm not trying.
Are you sure?
Brain about being yourself.
That's smart. You know, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, and like there it is. It's a unique sound. Well, no, it is. It is a unique sound. And the thing, yeah, you're so smart. Why take inspiration from people that are worse? Yeah, exactly. That's what makes sense. And try to be yourself. And I mean, that's respectable in my opinion. I think that it's funny, right? It's fucking funny.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree with you guys to an extent of not like being swayed by other people, but also at the same time, like the current winners in the culture act as like guardrails and guidelines for what you do with your business.
Doug is 100% correct. Yeah, they would have copied another artist completely.
I think a lot of people are looking for, because like, when was the last time we had like a really big reggae artist? Like, when was the last time, like, anything that was like in like that realm? Like, when was the last big one? Sublime, like, that's the thing, like, maybe Sublime. But like, I mean, people don't even think about Sublime, right? They think about Shaggy. I mean, that was like 90s, man. That was a long time ago, like 2000s or so. Dirty Heads. Dirty Heads is not really reggae. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But I think that it's a sound that people, at least in terms of it's something that like the public hasn't heard in a long time. And I think that there is a good vibe with reggae. I like stuff like that. Sean Paul, I don't know, he comes out with a song every once in a while. But like, Temperature came out in what, 2006? That was a long fucking time. And that's whenever Sean Paul was popping off. It's been quite a while. Can you fucking reggae? Yeah, I like reggae. like, hey, like dance hall music, right? It's not even that's it. So like all I'm really trying to get at here is like the sound that people are looking for. So like that's what I think one thing they have.
They decide to comply with the valuable lessons and current trends set by the industry artists without any inspiration from anyone else. They're just going to end up sounding like the Island Boys.
Is that how you end up in a place where you sound like you guys do, which is so drastically different? Like I wouldn't even call it hip hop. It's not rap, right? Like what is it?
They don't even really seem to understand what their own genre is.
I was trying to go for something like rapping in the same flow. You got no flow. Like not the same flow. Monotone. Kind of monotone with the flow.
And going back to their take advice from others, that eventually walk out of the podcast after George's advice.
I think if God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, I think you guys take all of your Blu-ray assets and invest in something. So you guys will never ever be broke again.
After storming out of the interview, an article will be released by HIPC reading George Janko vs. Island Boys net worth compared after podcast viewed, which put the Island Boys net worth at $100,000.
They walked out.
George Janko's net worth of $600,000. With the Island Boys being
So they just walked the fuck out of that. The thing is, like, I understand that. I get that. It's pretty decent advice. Yeah. But, like, I mean, you have to look at it from, like, their perspective. It's like, you know, they get talked down to, they get shit on. People are always finding a way to, like, invalidate their success, etc., right? How they only have a net worth of 100K? I mean, how the fuck did they get it to 100K? That's my question, right? Like, and so, like, it would be patronizing and condescending, right? To a certain degree, I think that's how they perceived it. I get that they didn't like that, but on the podcast, like, quit being a bitch. Quit being a bitch.
By George's basic financial advice and the semi-accurate idea that offensive things are just self-deficiencies that we're yet to address. The emotional assumption that George had to say is their reputation that the Island Boys probably wise and insecure with their financial situation. You know
I would have never expected that.
George didn't say anything.
Of course they're insecure about their futures. They're not. I mean, like, they could be a little stupid, but they're not delusional, right? Like, the way that, like, what somebody says, like, the fact that they're replying to people that are saying that they fell off and shit like that, it means that they are, what do you call it? It means that there's some degree, like, that they know what's going on, right? They wouldn't take it seriously if they didn't. They would cut it off. Like, the fact is, yeah, they're not admitted to it. They're not that stupid. Yeah, they're gonna fight, absolutely.
The world is laughing at these boys, not
yeah, they are insecure.
I refuse to believe there's people this insecure when it comes from in this world. Lol. This was also the opinion held by a financial YouTuber named Graham Stephen.
This sort of confidence and arrogance, I do think would end up getting in the way. Financial advice is like not something to get offended about. I mean, there's nothing in there that should have been offensive.
Graham also
I'm not entirely on board with that. Like, I'm not, because like to a degree, like you know what I'm saying, is like to a degree telling them that he is patronizing and condescending. Like, and like, it's not unreasonable for a person to take it that way, especially in the context of their life. And not the way he said it. Yeah, but like, I think they overreacted. I think they shouldn't have done that. I thought that was stupid, right? But like, all I'm saying is like, I can see why it happened, right? Yeah, I can see why it happened.
I've been scratched before, believe me.
Reiterated what was said earlier about the unlikely nature of their career lasting for the long term.
A career like this could last you anywhere from a few months to a few years. We've seen so many people come up like...
I love how, like, the best case scenario is a few years. You know, like, okay, yeah, this could be, like, I mean, best case scenario, this is going to last as long as a hamster. Yeah, this is going to last as long as a hamster, best case.
This, where they blow up big, and then all of a sudden, they do nothing. They can't carry that momentum. And for this right now, they're good for going viral. But I'm not sure if that could be sustained or if that could be translated into a successful career long term.
Before going on to once again discuss how George was probably making just as much money as the Island Boys.
I don't see anything here that would say George is making less money than the Island Boys. If anything, he could be making the same, if not more.
Well, if he's on it, I don't know who this George dude is, to be honest, but if he's on Impulsive, like, he probably has some degree of rev share, or they pay him or something like that. I'm pretty sure Impulsive is a really big fucking podcast. So, like, he's getting some amount of money off of that, like 100%. You know, his dad's rich. Yeah, he's a comedian. Oh, yeah, I don't know who that is. Real estate YouTube. Oh, well, then, yeah, he's probably fine, man. He's chilling. Like, yeah, he's huge. All right, yeah.
However, when this point will be put against the Island Boys on TikTok, they seem to share a differing opinion.
I'm gonna say it respectfully in the most humble way as possible. I doubt he's making any new money like how Island Boys are. We are successful and happy in life.
Which would be followed by...
I can see that. That's why you spend all your time telling people that. The thing is, like, yeah, that's what it is. Legitimately has a higher net worth. Yeah, sure, man. Absolutely. Bottom left, dude. No, he's just chilling, man. He's chilling. And he's pissed off. Making new money, by the way. He's saying making new money.
Which would be followed by another TikTok, once again displaying their inability to take the advice of others and their desire to walk their path of success alone.
But if someone's talking about my financials, I don't want to hear it. You're not the one that's making me millions of dollars. I made millions of dollars myself. You know what I'm saying?
Millions of dollars, damn.
Doing it myself alone, you dig?
Overall, the reason...
That's a lot more money than 100,000. Damn, we got this number wrong. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a million. They're making millions of dollars. That's crazy how much money they're making. Show the receipts. Oh, they don't have them. There ain't no receipts, man. Like, yeah, they don't know receipts. And to be honest, with the Island Boys, I'm pretty sure I can believe them whenever they say they can't figure out how to get them. I would believe that. I'll be like, we can't figure out how to get the receipts. It's like, I believe you. I believe you. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Right? And like, that's it. And so threw the receipts away. Yeah, I can't count the zeros in their account. Yeah, exactly. Like, no, those last 2 zeros, the dot in between the last 2 zeros? No. That's not how it works. Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God. If Google says your net worth is 200K, who gives a fuck how much money you have? Who gives a fuck about how much money? Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. All I'm saying is like this, right? And this how I see it, is that if you, like, with George, right? Whenever George asked that, do you think that George was asking that or giving that advice legitimately? Like actually, like, to be fair, I think he was. But I think that, like, this is a better way for me to say it. Is that, do you think George thought that they were going to continue to be successful? Like, what do you think the chances of the Island Boys being continually successful in George's mind is? Like, what's the probability of this? Like, I would say in George's mind, like 5%. So, like, he's saying this contextually, like that, like he's trying to talk shit, right? I think that he was. I do, even though, like, it came off in a completely different way.
Behind why the Island Boys are already on their way out was summarized simply and obviously in a comment made by a YouTuber called Hella Yassine.
It's short-term hustling, and we've seen this exact same quote-unquote business model, I guess you could call it, being done, but this doesn't last.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't and never does. And that's always the way it goes. Like, yeah, this is a good video. Again. Oh YouTube. My God, yo, chill, bro. Holy fuck. God damn. No wonder people don't watch you. Calm down. Fuck, man. Jesus, shut the fuck up. So, this video was made by a guy named Sonny, and I've watched his videos for a long time, ever since maybe like last year or so. And he makes some of the best videos on YouTube right now. And I genuinely think, like, if you're going to subscribe to somebody, you should subscribe to this guy. Like, he's chill. Like, he makes good quality content that's simple. And there's nothing else more to it than that, right? LMFAO, they're brutal. Wait, this is about the decline of LMFAO? Bro, these guys were awesome. Dude, these guys were great. I love these guys. Remember, I'm in Miami, bitch?
They were the most iconic musical duo of the early 2010s.
Yeah.
The wild hair, the lensless glasses, and the bizarre outfits, mixed with a bright, overly saturated color scheme,
Yeah, it
helped
was
to generate
awesome.
a combined 4 billion views across their 4 most popular music videos, in the process making LMFAO an almost unforgettable act.
Yeah, they were great. Like, I love these guys. These guys were hilarious.
Time, however, the two members of the group hated each other. Redfoo and Sky Blue feuded publicly on Facebook, became involved in lawsuits, were berated and destroyed by the media, all while
What
each
the
of their
fuck?
careers died a silent, slow death in the background, with failed project after failed project following their peak in 2011. The story of
144
LMFAO
copies
is a
sold.
brutal warning about the risks of going into business with a family member, because, as you may or may not know, the group began as an uncle-nephew duo. Redfoo, being the uncle and older of the two by approximately 11 years, had been born into the music world, with his father being the incredibly rich and famous Berry Gordy, who founded Motown Records, which
Holy
signed artists
shit.
such as Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson. With Sky
God damn, I didn't fucking know that. Oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, I had no idea. Damn, yeah, pay to win. Yeah.
Blue being the 11-year younger nephew of Redfoo, and therefore also being in the same family.
You're actually part of a very famous family. Yes. And that is? The Gordys. The Gordys.
It's safe to say that the two were in an advantageous position from the very beginning. However, this certainly didn't guarantee success for either of the two family members. In 1997, at the age of 22, Redfoo released his first studio album titled Balance Beam, which, according to the Discogs website, sold only 44 copies. In an interview from 2002, over 5 years after the release of his first album, it appeared as though Redfoo was still somewhat confused about the direction in which his life was going.
I'm doing some stand-up comedy. I'm doing some music. I'm doing some rapping. But for the first time in my life, I'm trying to just build myself.
Yet at around the same point in time,
It's like, listen, sometimes you have, you're not gonna win right off the bat. Like, he tried to put out a record, he tried to put himself out there, it didn't work, man. Like, you can't laugh at the dude for that. At least he's trying to put himself out there.
Redfoo and his nephew Sky Blue seem to have subscribed to the popular self-help movement known as The Secret, believing that if they simply envision themselves as big DJs, the path to such a position would reveal itself as time progressed.
And it started off really with The Secret.
The Secret, the motivational,
thing,
video that
we really saw that putting out there what we want is going to come back.
With the goal of becoming big DJs now established, that impulsively...
I don't think that's entirely wrong. Like, I don't. I think that, like, for example, if like, you should not act like you're trying to put on a good show. It's like, it's true. It's not like some, like, fucking, I'm gonna manifest a triceratops until it's in my backyard. I'm gonna manifest this fucking dinosaur so goddamn hard, they're gonna think Jurassic Park was real. No, obviously that's not how it works. However, I do think thinking as if you're gonna work hard and you know, like, as if you're trying to put yourself in that position, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Decided to form LMFAO whilst at a family Christmas party.
One day we were at this Christmas party at my crib at my grandfather's house. He was like, yo, we should form a group.
Also mentioning that they originally planned on calling themselves Sexy Dudes, yet decided to go with LMFAO, fearing that Sexy Dudes might result in judgment from their grandmother. Subsequently, Redfoo and Sky Blue began to live what they described to be the
Bro, like, grandma acts the fucking band name. Like, that's some straight up fucking... That's some good shit. Grandma says, no, y'all not doing that.
rock lifestyle, DJing 3 nights per week at random clubs across Los Angeles, while also completing their music during the daytime.
We were just living this lifestyle, which was, you know, party rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went and did clubs 3 times a week, and people didn't know who we were, didn't know our music, and we just get up there. We were partying every night. We're performing, and every night, if not, we're creating something. To me, that whole time just felt like the one long party.
This is where LMFAO's family connections came into play. Redfoo and will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas had conveniently been friends since high school, and by 2009, Redfoo and his cousin had been creating music for over 10 years, giving LMFAO enough skill and experience to land a major record deal through will.i.am. Subsequently, he and Sky Blue would release bangers such as Yes and I'm in Miami, at which point they'd fully embody
I'm in Miami, bitch. I remember whenever this shit came out, I love this song. Yeah, I remember that, dude. That was like 2010, 2009.
Idea that success had to be all there at once. Yes went certified gold in the United States, boasting over 500,000 sales, whilst I'm in Miami peaked top 50 in the charts throughout the United States, the UK, and the popularity of these two songs together would feature them on his song Getting Over, alongside Fergie, which has over 2 million used to this day. Yet the music seemed like only half of what made LMFAO so iconic. A large portion of their skill seemed to lie in their memorable style and branding. You could tell that the members of LMFAO were just these two Los Angeles bozos.
What's your favorite thing about Los Angeles? The women.
Who had a genuine passion for partying and making others dance. Everything about them was just...
Yeah, and that's the best thing. It's like, yeah, people thought that it was like a legit thing. You know, they live the life.
So authentic. Their wacky style and carefree attitude felt effortless and unapologetic. Every other DJ seemed to be trying so hard to look cool or suave, yet LMFAO was so comfortable in making a fool of themselves for the entertainment of others, as if they were mixing comedy with music. However, this approach certainly wasn't appreciated by everyone. In June 2011, LMFAO released their most infamous album titled Sorry for Party Rocking, which would receive a 0 out of 10 review from NME, which included a statement reading, LMFAO understood the pain they were inflicting on the world and did it anyway. That's a horrifying thought. Even Lucifer had good intentions. The Guardian...
That's fucked up. Oh my god. Is it real? Was it